Hey guys, once again this is ThrillHouse17 from PlatformNation.com. Now, last video I showed you just the main menus. This time I will dive into Forge. It's a multiplayer game type that a lot of people have been looking forward to. Alright, Forge, I'm just going to do Forge on Valhalla. It's a map that if you've played the beta you're probably very familiar with, which is definitely a good place to start. Alright, start Forge, edit Forge options. The way you can do this, you can allow all players to edit, to take control of Forge mode, or just party leaders. So it depends on what game type you're going for. And if you do party leaders only, you can definitely mess with respawn time, make it up to 3 minutes if you really just want to have an incredibly boring game. Options, you can decide your shield, and your sensors, your motion trackers, your appearance, definitely active camo on, waypoint visible to allies, player traits, shield and health, again with vampirism, that's kind of cool, immune to headshots, weapon damage, you can definitely change some modifiers, make some weapons stronger than others, mess with grenade count, secondary weapons, infinite ammo, yeah, you can just do everything, you name it, I'm sure you can do it, you can spend hours playing that. Alright, let's just start Forge. There we go. I'm going to take advantage of, since we're doing Forge, here's where I can just mess with the weapons. And I'll probably show you some new weapons and some new vehicles as well. Alright, this is Valhalla. If you played the beta, like I said, I'm sure you spent countless hours on this. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I am just going to take the man cannon, shoot off to the middle of the map, land real fast. Alright, the way Forge works is any item you see, anything you want to move, you can move it. Probably jumping to the middle of the map was not the... There we go. There's an item. Alright, it works by you push up on the D-pad and that takes you into the editing mode, the monitor mode. From here you can just kind of hover all over the map, look around, see something you want to move, you go up to it, you get the green hand, you push the A button. Real simple as that. You pick it up, you move it wherever you want. It's all physics-based, so wherever you put it, wherever you throw it, it will behave accordingly. Some items will roll down hills. Unfortunately, the Spartan laser doesn't, but some items will, so you kind of got to work with the terrain a little bit. Alright, so you're not happy with what's on the map. You want to put something else, you hit the X button. That brings up the menu. The way it works, it's all a money system, which is basically how much system memory the game has. They give you $170 to work with. Different items cost different amounts. Anything in the game you can really just mess with. You've got weapons, vehicles, you can call them in. Unfortunately, you cannot call in a Wraith, I'm guessing because those are already on the map. Equipment, we've seen those are new to Halo. Scenery, you can call in fusion coils, drum cases, just about everything. Teleporters, you can definitely mess with that, have some crazy game types with people just teleporting every which way. Change the respawn points wherever you want. Goals, I'm assuming that if you want to do different game types. Alright, what shall we do? Let's go with something you haven't really seen yet. Let's go with, why not a vehicle? Let's start off with that. Alright, something you have not seen yet is the Brute Chopper. Call that in, it's a $20 item. That is the Brute Chopper. Something new to Halo that they showed off not too long ago, and it is pretty slick. Again, given the choice, I could move that wherever I wanted to. Just pick it up, move it, push A again to drop it, all physics-based. To get out of the monitor mode, editing mode, just push up on the D-pad, and that drops me in. Alright, I'll take advantage. I'll show you here. I'll show you the Brute Chopper. It's very similar to the Ghost. In the campaign, you'll see it. It's got guns mounted on it, which is kind of cool, and obviously that big wheel in the front. It's the big blade. I hit the left trigger to ram into things. It's really cool. I think I don't know exactly, but I think compared to the Ghost, it doesn't float as much. It might be a tad faster. And it goes off ramps a little smoother. I noticed I was having some fun with this in the campaign. You just hit the ramp and it just, well, I didn't make it there, but you get the idea. It's really neat. I don't believe anybody can jump on the back. You can, however, knock people off this, of course, in Halo fashion. It's a really cool chopper. You'll have a lot of fun with it in the campaign. just splatter fools all over the place. Alright, call in something else, hit up on the D-pad again, hit X, and let's try out the Hornet. It's another $20 item that we did not get to see in the beta and is new to the Halo games. It's basically the Marine equivalent to the Banshee. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if more than one person can get it at a time. I don't believe so, but there you go. It's cool looking. It's kind of neat. It does have two machine guns. And to make it equal to the Banshee, it shoots missiles as well. It's not as maneuverable as the Banshee. You can't do the fancy tricks that you could, or that you can, excuse me, with the Banshee, but it's a nice little fun vehicle to mess with. Of course, to get out, push and hold the R button. Kind of neat. And it just kind of lands, and there you go. Alright, get that out of the way. Monitor mode, up on the D-pad, X button. Alright, I'll start showing off some of the new equipment. We've seen the firebomb grenade, that's new. Now Halo's always been kind of limited as far as weapons go, but this kind of, Halo 3, they really fixed that. They threw in a bunch of new weapons, which the series really needed, a bunch of new equipment and grenades. It's really a smart thing that they did, and it's really cool, it's really fun. Alright, got the bubble shield, a power drainer, we've seen that, trip mine, grav lift, regenerator. Regenerator is basically the opposite of the energy drainer. It'll fill up your health in a second. Radar jammer, which is cool. Drop one of those. And flare is those are fun, so I'll drop some of those. See, the thing about Forge, it's really up to you to create the fun. They just give you the tools. You just mess with stuff, and off you go. Alright, these are the flares. The flares are really neat. They work similar to the energy drainer. It's basically a ball you throw out. And watch this. It's just like looking at the sun. It's just this insanely bright light. You walk closer to it, the less you see. It'll really, really change up some game types. It's really neat. Of course, you got to be careful throwing it because you can't see either, and it kind of blinds you for a second, even if you look away. It's interesting. It's really kind of neat. Alright, what do I have? That is... Don't know what that was. I think I traded something. Alright. Oh, that was the shield jammer. I'm sorry, that's what I didn't notice. Or the radar jammer. If you look at my radar, unfortunately, you might not be able to see it. I'm the only guy on this map, but my radar is going crazy. There are a ton of red dots everywhere, and it just expired. So that's really it's great for some sneak attacks. You really just want to mess up the entire team. Just throw one of those down, and they will not know where you're coming from. Alright, and the new grenades, the incendiary grenades, which are kind of neat. You just equip those and you throw. They explode on contact, and they flame up. Wonder how useful those will be compared to the other grenades. But it's kind of neat. If you've got somebody in some tight hallways, you just throw one at the ground and you trap them in. Does some damage, something to work with. Alright, what else can I show you real fast? Oh, deployable cover. This is something that, it's another equipment item that they have. You've got this in the campaign as well. If you're familiar with the Halo series, you've seen those energy shields that the enemy throws up. Hit the X button, throw one right there. It's kind of nice. It's kind of like the bubble shield, but it only protects you from one area. And yes, it does go down if you've got like a plasma pistol or something. Shoot that and it'll drop. It'll stay on the map. I don't know in multiplayer how long it'll stay, if it just stays indefinitely, but it's a really cool addition. Alright, I'm running out of time on this segment, but I'll definitely show you some more weapons in Forge, and I'll definitely show you some more of the things to mess around with. So keep checking the videos and stay tuned.